Hi everyone, this is Susie. So today we're going to be making some chiles rellenos stuffed with rice and veggies, and we're going to serve it with chipotle cream sauce over it. So these are the ingredients just for the chipotle sauce. I have some soaked cashews, lemon juice, jalapenos and vinegar, chipotle, garlic. The chipotle is an adobo, the one that comes in a can. I have water, unsweetened soy milk, cumin, salt and pepper, and then we have the rice. I have some brown rice that I'm going to be sauteing with some fresh corn, frozen peas, and some green onions, and let's get started. So the first thing I did, I just roasted the poblano on my stove, and I don't put it in a bag or anything. I just leave it outside and let it cool, and then I'm just going to peel this, and you can use gloves because sometimes these are pretty spicy. And the reason I don't put them in a bag is because if I do, I feel that they overcook and they don't hold their shape, so they just wilt, and I just wanted them to be a little bit firm, okay? Okay, so I'm going to make the chipotle cream sauce, and I have here about 1/3 of a cup of soaked cashews. You can soak them anywhere from like 1 to 4 or 6 hours, and I just rinse them. If you don't want to use cashews, you can use maybe like silken tofu, or you can even use vegan sour cream if you want. Those are also some options. I have 1 chile chipotle, and you can start with less, okay, because these are pretty spicy, so start with less and then add more if you need to. I have 3 cloves of garlic. I have 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and I have 2 pieces of, what are they called? Jalapenos and vinegar. And then you can just use like, some cumin, a few dashes, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, some pepper, and I have here some water, 1/3 of a cup of water and 1/3 of a cup of unsweetened soy milk. You can use just one or the other, or you can use both. It's up to you. So I kind of use both because I like to use both, but it's up to you, okay? So what I usually like to do is I leave a little bit here, so that way when I can use this to rinse my blender once it's done, so that everything that is sticking in there, I just give it a rinse and then I pour it into my pot. So I'm just going to blend this up and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so here is this chipotle cream. Oh my goodness, it is so good. Delicious. Okay, so now I'm just going to pour this in a saucepan, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of it because this is enough for like about 2 or 3 chiles rellenos, which is what I'm going to make today. And then obviously once I rinse this whole thing out, once I pour it out, then I'll just add the water, shake it in. But you know what? I think I'm just going to do that. I don't want to warm up the whole thing. But anyways, sorry for that. And I'm sorry because I don't know how to edit, so, okay. So once you pour this in here, you pour the water, you rinse it out, like that, pour it in here. Then you're going to want to heat this up so that it's warm when you pour it over your chiles rellenos, okay? Okay, and you do want it to be a little bit runny because once you start cooking it, it'll thicken up. So that's why this is a little bit runny. And this is a sauce that I use over pretty much anything. I'll put this over anything. I put it over ravioli, over just like regular pasta with vegetables. So I make different like adjustments to it depending on whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it's you want it thicker or runnier. Like even like my potato salad has this pretty much the same recipe. So I like this sauce a lot, so that's why you see a lot of the recipes with the chipotle cream sauce, okay? So I decided, hey, how would it taste over chile rellenos instead of a tomato sauce, because traditionally it's made with a tomato sauce, and I've done that before, but I think I liked it with this one better. So, okay, let's keep going. Okay, so now we're going to prepare the filling, and I made some brown basmati rice in my Instapot. I will leave the link in the description box. So if you wanted to make this into a complete oil-free meal, you would just not add the butter to the rice. But other than that, this is a complete no, oil-free meal, okay? And then the other thing is that I made the rice because I was going to use it for another recipe, so I didn't want all the veggies in there for the other recipe. So that's why I'm making the veggie sauteed separately. And if not, if you don't want to do this step, you could just make your rice, you know, regularly, just add peas and corn, or if you want to add in some green onions at the end, just stir them in there to give them a little bit more flavor. You can do that, or you can just make, you know, the peas and corn. So anyways, and we're just going to use some water today. And I'm just going to add all the veggies. It's about, I think about half a cup of the peas and about a third of a cup or so of the green onions, and about, this is half an ear of corn, or it's about half a cup also of corn, and I have about 2 cups of the brown rice. And like I said, this is going to be good for about probably 3 or 4 chiles. So now we're just going to saute this for a couple minutes. Oops. And you just want to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, so after like a couple minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and add the rice. And if it starts to get a little dry, you can just add a little bit more water as you go. Oops. Okay, so after like a minute or so, I think it's ready to go. Okay, and I'm just heating my chipotle sauce. I just put a little bit in a saucepan because I'm only making 1 chile right now. But you can see it's getting a little bit thicker, and if it gets too thick once it's heating, you can just add a little bit more water or milk to it just to, you know, make it a little thinner. But that's it. You don't want to cook it for too long, maybe like 3 to 5 minutes should be enough. Well, depending on the amount that you're making. But as soon as it starts to like bubble a little bit and it gets hot, that's all you need, okay? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my chile and I'm going to slice it. You can probably do it in the front too, or on the side, wherever you want. Just open it up. And this has a little bit of the juice. You can either throw it out or leave it in there. It's up to you. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some of the filling. And you can probably, if these are cold, you can just put them in your little toaster oven or your oven to keep them warm. Or not. It's up to you. So you just stuff it as much as you want. With the rice. Okay, and now we're just going to pour the chipotle cream sauce over it. And grab yourself some tortilla. And you can serve this with some refried beans if you like, or just like a salad or something. And let's dig in, people. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I think I need a knife. Okay, let's try this out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Ooh, spicy. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh, it is spicy. That's the only bad thing about these poblanos. Sometimes they're really spicy, sometimes they taste like grass, so you might want to maybe check a little bit before you make your sauce so you don't make it super spicy and then you won't be able to eat it. Or you just not add the jalapenos in there. That way the sauce is a little bit less spicy. But this thing is so good. Oh my goodness. This is so good. So good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the good thing about this recipe, I think, is that you can make it in advance. You can prepare the rice, you can make the sauce, even make the chiles probably in advance. Just store them in the fridge and just heat them through a little bit before serving them. But other than that, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you make any other filling, please share with me so that I can try it out. But I really like this one, the rice. It's really filling for me with all the veggies and stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.